fellow Disneyers, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, Maxana. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these light up for July mini ears. I do want to put this out as a disclaimer. These mini ears were inspired by Sarah over at Dream It DIY. Last year around Halloween, she made a light up Halloween mini ears where the trim part was lighting up. So that's where I got this inspiration from. Obviously, instead of Halloween ears, these are 4th of July ears, and they are reversible. So, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So you've got this side, one side has Minnie and then with 4th of July pattern, and then this side's got Mickey and then with a red bow, and then flip it around, it's the same thing, but you got a white bow instead. So it doesn't matter which way you wear it, and the fun thing is the battery pack is hidden right here. So there we go. You could turn it off, or if you're going somewhere out at night, you can turn them back on. Okay, there we go. So if you want to learn how to make these Minnie Mouse ears, stay tuned for the DIY. What you're going to need is fabric for one set of ear, fabric for another set of ear templates, one for foam and batting, and then one for the fabric, and then ear spacing template, fairy lights. I got these from Amazon. Hot glue sticks, a hot glue gun, a headband, fabric for wrapping the headband, and then fabric for the bows, scissors, and then trim this ribbon for the lining of the headband, and then trim it for the ears, and then a pen and marker, and that is pretty much it. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your foam and batting template and take it onto cardboard and then trace 4 of these. The reason why you need 4 is because this is going to be a no-sew method. I'm going to show you one, and then I'm going to time-lapse the rest, and then once you have all 4 traced, you're going to want to cut them out, and yeah. Okay, so now that you have all 4 traced, don't do what I do and I made a mistake here, clearly. I should have done this one a little bit further that direction, but it is what it is. I am now going to cut all of them and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that you have all 4 of your cardboard pieces cut out, you're gonna wanna kind of just smush them with your fingers, like so. I like smushing them just because it makes it easier to work with the fabric with the cardboard. So do it to every single piece, and then you're gonna want to line your piece up against each other to make sure they are all even. So if you guys want to know where I get my ear template, I actually get my ear template from Syria over at Dream It DIY. She has a really awesome ear template that I use, and this is actually her ear template. So I will try and find it and link her ear template in the description down below. She also has an ear spacing template, so I'll link that in the description down below. Okay, so we're now going to push these off to the side and work with them later. I want to take one patriotic fabric and then your ear cutting line template. This is also Syria's template. And this is the adult size. She has an adult size and she has a child size. These are going to be adult ears. Most of my ears on my Etsy shop are adult size. At some point I do plan on doing mommy and me ears on my Etsy shop, so just be on the lookout for that. Alright, so you're going to want to take your fabric and face the parties, have the ugly side facing up. Take your cutting line template, place it on the fabric to where you want it. That looks like a good spot. And then I'm gonna trace 2 of these. Normally I would trace 4, but since I'm using another patriotic Disney fabric with these ears, I'm tracing 2 of these and then 2 of the others. So alright, so now that you have the first set of ears traced, you're going to want to cut them out. And then once you have your first set of ears traced, you're going to want to trace out your second set of ears. It's the same process, just trace around, cut, and then you'll be ready to move forward. Alright, so now that you have your fabric traced and cut out, and then your cardboard traced and cut out, it's time to glue the cardboard onto the fabric. This is the part where you want to go slow. Trust me on this, I've burned myself quite a few times, and there are a few videos where you can clearly tell where I've burned myself. So go slow with this part. I'm gonna put that off to the side. Alright, so I'm gonna start with these two pieces right here. Alright, so now that you have all 4 ears cut out, trace cut out, and then now glued, you're going to want to take your ears once they have dried, and they dry pretty quick with hot glue, and fill them up with stuffing. I use polyfill. You can use stuffing from like a pillow or an old stuffed animal, whatever stuffing you have. Some people have used cotton balls, that's totally fine. I've got polyfill, so that's what I'm going to be using. now that you've got your ear stuffed and fluffed to your liking, do not overstuff. Otherwise, when you close the fabric and you glue the ears together, the cardboard can bend over, so be careful not to overstuff. Now that I've got my ear stuffed to my preference, I'm now going to glue it shut, and then I'm going to stuff the rest of the ears. So that's what I'm going to be doing. One ear down, now fast forwarding to get the rest done. Alright, so now that you have all of your ear pieces glued, normally at this point I would just glue them together and then put the trim on the edge. But these are going to be light up ears, so you're going to want to take your fairy lights and test out the lights themselves. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to count each individual bulb. There are 20 in this strand that I have. I will link it to where I got it from in the description down below. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start with this end piece here. Glue it on the edge, and I will show you guys in a moment. You're going to take the next light, twist it, and then glue. I will kind of just walk you guys through and then time lapse the rest. Alright, so this is going to be one set of ear. And you do want to be very careful. So right on the edge is where you want to glue it, press it down, and then you're going to take this, twist it a few times, and then you're going to glue it down, and you're going to want an even amount on this side and an even amount on the other set of ears. So I am going to go ahead and do that. You're just going to watch this time lapse. So now that you've got the lights glued on, you're gonna want to glue both the other halves. I already did one off camera, so I'm gonna show you the other one on camera. You're gonna wanna take Alright, so you're gonna wanna take your hot glue gun and be extra generous with this part. Alright, so you don't want to add too much glue, otherwise it will ooze out. And then sandwich both halves together. So now that you have both parts sandwiched together, the next part is to take your headband and your ear spacing template out. Okay, so after you have sandwiched, glued the ear pieces together, so dark blue with dark blue, light blue with light blue, I went in and added trim off camera. I've got several videos, ear tutorials, where I show you how to add trim. But with this one, if you're going to add trim, make sure you're gluing behind the lights and not on top of the lights. So keep that in mind. And the great thing about the lights is that they kind of act like a spacer for you. So you're gonna want to put on a generous amount of glue. Press down, and then do the same thing for the other side. Okay, and then with the middle piece, you're just going to twist it and then glue it down. Alright, so now that you've, I've got my bows made, I do have a bow DIY video that will be linked in the description down below, and I also have an iCard somewhere around this video, linked to it as well. Now, to hide the battery pack, you're going to want to, when you glue the battery pack, you're going to want to glue it so that the, where the screws are, that's facing upward. And you're going to want it facing so that you have easy access to the switch. So, and here's basically what the trim will look like once these lights are on. So you're going to want to hide it again. It's a good size bow. So you're going to, I've got 2 different bows. I'm going to use 2 different bows for this video. So one bow is going to be on one side, and then the other bow is going to be on the other side. Don't do what I did here. And I kind of made this bow bigger than the light bow. So you're definitely going to want to trim it down. I should have trimmed this one down, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the battery pack. Now, press down. Hold for a few seconds. Okay, and then flip over. Press down. All right. So now that you have both bows on, I'm going to show you, so this is what one side looks like. You've got Mickey here, and then Minnie here. And then on this side, you've got Mickey on this side, and then Minnie on this side. So this is what the final product looks like. And like I said, I will have my bow DIY video linked in the description down below. If there are any other DIYs video, comment them below, and I'll see you lovely listeners in my next video. Bye guys.